What's up, Fudge?
What's going on?
Welcome to How To Friday. And Fudge, what are we going to be doing?
Fudge Fridays.
Fudge Friday.
Well, I'll show you the order.
Yeah.
We have two GTRs.
Yes, sir.
This GTR blew the hell up, like demolished. Right? This one hydro locked. So I had already plucked the motor out of that one, and that's already being done in the process. So this was a while ago. This one, we're gonna pull it inside. I'm going to show you the gist of how to pull the motor down, show the process of stripping it down, stuff like that. So let's pull it in and get going, huh?
So, let's go, Fudge.
Let's go.
What's up, Fudge? What are you doing with this GTR here?
He drove through a puddle that was probably about
3 feet tall?
enough to get up here
Yeah.
and suck in a load of water into the intake.
Oh, man.
And then the motor said stop. So the motor seized. We are going to send the long block out to AMS, and they're going to build us a big boy block.
Yeah.
So we're going to be pulling the motor.
Sweet.
And tearing it down and shipping her out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What part are you at? What'd you start with?
So I got into the glove box and took all the ECU connectors out.
Yeah.
This way, because opening the door on the lift is a little bit of a pain.
Yeah.
So all the interior, the glove boxes to come out and stuff, so we could just pull the harness up through the firewall.
Yeah.
And then the rest is just on the outside. We'll take the bumper off, detach all the things that we need to, and then the whole thing will drop down with the cradle on the subframe. We'll put it on an engine table. Everything will drop down, and then we'll separate it all.
Sweet.
Copyright.
All right, Fudge. What happened here?
What do you mean? What happened?
Oh, what happened?
I mean, what did we take off?
Where'd the mid pipe go, Fudge?
It's over there. So we gotta take the mid pipe out.
Yeah.
And then you can leave the down pipes attached to the motor.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna drop down with it.
Okay. What's next after the mid pipe?
So, of course, there's always different ways that you can, someone might start with the top, someone might start with the front, someone might start, me, I'm just gonna get the mid pipe out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop this brace down.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take this one out, and then I'm gonna take out the drive shafts.
Okay.
And then these two coolant lines here come off.
Yeah.
So that way there's nothing else on the back that has to come out, because
Cool.
your cutoff is right here. So as soon as everything's out there, this will drop down, and then there's nothing to worry about back here. If you notice on these cars, it is a carbon fiber one-piece drive shaft.
Nice.
Which is pretty nice. And then you have so this runs your quote-unquote, I guess you could say rear-wheel drive section of it. So that's where your main power, main torque is going. That's why it's so much beefier.
Yeah.
This is your front-wheel drive shaft. Because the transmission's in the back of the car, you can see the transfer cases over here. So that relays power to the front diff. So that's what runs your front wheels. This
Cool.
goes straight into the trans, and that's what runs your rear wheels. A popular thing to do too is a lot of people will go stage 1, stage 2 on the transmissions, which they come out similarly. You just drop the subframe down. They're super easy. They come out in a couple hours, and it's a good upgrade, especially when you have upgraded turbos, something like that, because the stock trans can only handle so much.
Sweet.
So,
Thanks, Fudge. All right, Fudge.
yes, sir.
What's happening?
So we had already taken the intake manifold off of this one because when we inspected it for the water damage.
Yep.
So that's kind of like why you see the top of the motor kind of already apart. It's not necessary to do if you are dropping the engine. Like I said, this basically all of this except for the piping will kind of drop with it, and the hoses and stuff have to come off.
Yep.
But next what we're going to do is we're going to take all this cowling off and kind of expose the back section to get some of the harnesses out and whatever else may be back there. There's a secondary air injection hose and stuff that needs to come out. Sweet. So that's where we're at.
Awesome. Thanks, Fudge. All right, Fudge.
What's up, Tyler?
What's the update?
So, as you can see, we got the full cowl off,
Yep.
the wiper arms. So it kind of exposes the back, and then you can see where the main harness comes from.
Yep.
And then if you go in the corner over there,
Yeah.
so we didn't show it yet, but we'll show it. The interior connections.
Yep.
They come through here.
Okay.
So you're just gonna pop this out. All the connections will come out,
And they stay
then
with the motor?
So you'll pull the harness out
Yep.
and just literally lay it on top of the motor.
Cool.
And then like you can see the secondary air connection there.
Yep.
It's gonna come out.
Sweet.
So now we're gonna take all the harnesses. Next is pretty much like, the ground harnesses and anything that's attached to the frame of the car
Yep.
is gonna be coming off.
Cool.
And then we'll pull the front bumper, drain the oil coolers out.
Sweet.
Going.
All right, Fudge.
Oh, come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Doesn't want to go, Tyler. Oh, you like that?
Fudge, tell us what line you just pulled.
This is a air conditioner line. No, this is
How's
this is your low pressure AC line.
low pressure AC?
Yeah.
How's the engine pull going, Fudge? It's going?
It looks like a mess, but
I know.
it's alright. Everything's a mess when it's coming out.
All right.
You know?
Lines everywhere, Fudge.
Cables, lines. There's just everywhere, Tyler. That's alright though.
Thanks, Fudge, for the update.
Hey, you know what? Thank you.
All right, Fudge. How's it going?
Good.
Bumpers off. Put the front wheels off. Bumpers off. What's next?
Bumpers, center liners. So next we are going to do the intercooler piping. Get that all out of the way.
Cool.
And then we are going to start draining some more fluids and disconnect like the cooling system and the power steering lines. And then comes the suspension. And then she's ready to drop. Just
Cool.
about little ins and outs here and there. You know?
Sweet. Thanks, Fudge. Looking good.
'Cause it's me. All right. So remember how I told you this sucked in a bunch of water?
Yeah.
All right. So what this is right here is the bottom of your intercooler.
Yep.
Okay. It's split into two on OEM applications. So we have your passenger side.
Yep.
So the outlet turbo comes here.
Yep.
Okay. And then it goes in, does black magic, comes out, and then
Yep.
it comes up this way. Okay. And then it goes into the car.
Okay.
The only thing that you should ever have in these piping is air.
Yep.
And this mother is making mad noise.
2 hours later.
There's water in here.
Yeah,
Let's see
dump
how
it.
much. Let's see how much. I don't think it's much, but
Oh! Oh!
Joey! Somebody's knocking on the door.
Fudge! I think he got a little water in there. What's up, Justin? What's the
That's
update?
not what you say.
Alright. Fudge.
So you can see we got the suspension all unbolted.
Woo.
So this is gonna come down with the subframe. We got the sway bar out of the way because it's in the way of one of the bolts. We got the power steering lines off. We got the radiator hoses out. We got the hoses to the back out. So pretty much everything that's attached to the motor or the frame of the car is detached and
Sweet.
ready to drop.
Awesome.
So we got the steering rack out of the way. Yeah, you see we got the drive shaft propped up here. We got these lines out, so this is all gonna drop down.
Yeah.
We got the intercooler hoses out of the way, which this is still dripping water.
The one
but
that
that's all right.
dumped water
Yeah,
in our earlier clip.
I can't wait to see what's in these
Oh,
turbos.
man.
So we're ready to
Sweet.
drop, baby.
Awesome. Thanks, Fudge. All right, Fudge. What time is it?
Ready to drop.
Time to drop it.
There's 3 subframe bolts.
Yep.
One here, or 2. Well, there's 2 nuts, 1 bolt.
Yep.
1 nut, and then you can swing this back.
Yep.
There's a bolt here, and then a nut back there.
Cool.
So,
Ready to drop? Are we gonna tap the lift up?
yeah.
So what do we got underneath? We got the.
There's a lot to look out for. It's not gonna be.
And what are you doing now?
Gotta start to just pry the back a little bit, get the back loose because you have the bolts that come out of the frame.
Yeah.
So sometimes when it comes down, it's crooked, so it gets stuck instead of coming straight down. So just try to help. See how that one's already out? So,
Right back there. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
and you can see what I'm talking about. See how it's like crooked a
how
little
it's going
bit
in there.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Like I said, just kind of help it out.
She's coming out.
Well, it looks like we released
Cool.
from the actual car. I'll call somebody over because
Make sure to
we want
wash
to make
it.
sure nothing
Yeah.
gets caught. So
What do you call
I'm gonna
Martin?
call- Martin!
Mirror Martin.
Martin, give me your eyes.
Motor's coming out.
Good?
Hold on. Okay.
Good?
Tap it up.
Bump it
Tap,
up.
tap, 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 tap.
I'm good over here.
Loose over here.
Getting caught on the studs.
You're
We're
what?
good? It's just the studs in the back.
Yeah.
Or watch the plastic, the fender liner too in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it got caught on. Yeah, exactly.
Your axle was caught on the front strut, but
There you
I'm
go.
sure it came loose now.
I'm good over here.
Yeah, I came loose too.
You gotta go like straight up with it.
Hold it.
Steering shaft. You need a pry bar? Or you need me to go down? Oh, I see. It's caught on the shield.
You plunged that or no?
What?
Did you?
Yeah, it's
did you
plunged in all the
plunge
way.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. And wiggle it. Yeah. All right. There we go.
See anything, Tyler?
I don't think we're looking good.
One more.
So far, so good.
It's good to me.
Just dropping down.
Bow!
There it is.
Use your VR38 DETT. Or is it VQ? I can't remember. It's a VR,
I
right?
think it's VR. The GTRs are VRs. Everything else is a VQ.
Yeah, it's a VR. There's a little badge in there that you can't see.
Little
but-
tiny badge. There it is, Fudge. Wow.
Wait till we pull this off.
I
So
know.
now you
I
can
feel
actually
like
see your turbos.
I feel like a lot of water is gonna be coming
Oh,
out.
dude.
There's one there, one on the other side.
I mean, I hope so.
Yes, sir.
It is. It is.
Yes, sir.
Everyone says that about twin turbo cars. Look at those baby turbo cars. Bro, this little turbo is feeding 3 cylinders. That's not even that little for a twin turbo car.
Sweet.
BMWs have tiny twin turbos.
Thanks, Fudge.
Go make power.
Alright, Fudge.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. So we got the motor all stripped. Look at the subframe over here. Suspension. Fudge, what's going on?
So, motor stripped. Everything's off of it. that would need to be off of it to send the block out. So we're gonna strap this to this pallet, call a freight company up. They're gonna come pick it up, send it out to AMS.
Yes, sir.
Then they do whatever the hell they do. As for the subframe, we're gonna put it back in the car so that we can put the wheels back on, the brakes back on, and we can push her out.
Woo! Nothing left,
we'll be
Fudge.
back.
Nothing left. Where's the motor, Fudge?
We'll be back in a little while.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it.
Until next time,
Yes, sir.
when we do a big boy build, baby.